move this a little bit closer. I want to welcome you and thank you for coming by. Didn't know if I wanted to use my phone or my laptop. So I'm using my phone, probably because I'm just so used to it. How is everyone today? How are you? I got 3 in the house. Hey, Katie, how are you? Hang on, gotta lower the volume on my other device. Okay, is that better? With no echo. It's not echoing in here, thank God, huh? I don't like that feedback, So I got a lot going on. I took a couple of days downtime. Just allergies were horrendous. I was in bed with pains in my head, but I got a lot of things I need to do. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of prepping and chatting while we're at it. Okay. So, in case you can't see here, I don't know what you guys can see on the counter. I have a pineapple that needs to be cut up. I think I'm going to make a meatloaf for tonight. I have to clean and put up some celery and some carrots. I have some chicken broth over there, some bone broth that I canned the other day. That's going to, I just mocked the jars now, and that needs to be stashed. On another counter, I have some Italian sausage that needs to be canned up. So we're going to see what we can get done while I'm live. So I got a 2-pound bag of carrots. I realized I didn't have potatoes, carrots, celery, and onions in the house. I'm like, what? Yeah, my produce was down to 2 carrots, and that's not like me. So I'm going to just put this, the scraps aside, and I'll make some more broth with it another time. I just keep adding to the bag. So if the vegetable itself can be canned, then I make veg broth out of it. Welcome in, everyone. Give me a good shout out there, a good hello, so I know you're here. Shouldn't take too long. I mean, I'm not canning the carrots. I think I have enough canned up, so I'm just gonna, I don't know, what do you guys think? Should I leave some out and can some? They last forever when you can them. So I like to do small batch canning because we're not a large family. But I do like having stuff put back. Hey, Spongy, how are you? Welcome in. How's your day going so far? Does anyone else here can canned food, like either pressure can or water bath can, or do you dehydrate? Like, what do you do with your veg? I'm curious to know if anyone else does this. It seems like it was a lost art until 2020, and then everyone, when there was no food or very little and we couldn't get what we wanted, you're too lazy. I wish I did. You're not lazy, Katie. You're a busy little bee. You're a busy little bee. Yeah, so during that time, we couldn't get what we wanted, so there was a run on canners and jars and okay, I'm going to be right back. Hang on, guys. One sec. I'm going to get a bowl. And I'm just going to put the ends, in the bowl until I get to, make broth. This goes in the broth bag, so. All right. So seeing I don't know what I'm doing with it yet. What I am going to do is clean them up. real nice. And then I put them in a Ziploc bag, and I'll put them in the crisper in the fridge, the vegetable crisper, and I'll use them as I go along. So that shouldn't be too bad. I hate doing the celery for some reason. Ugh. But got lots of little things going on today, so I thought, why not take you folks with me? Hey, I got 7 in the house. Drop us a hello. Let us know who you are. And welcome in, as always. I tried growing carrots, and they're good, but I can't grow massive amounts of them. They just don't come out right. I don't know. I'm going to have to do a whole different section this year just for carrots. And to be honest, they take forever. They take like 6 to 9 months. So I think I'm going to germinate them in the house, like get the seeds going. And that'll be another video. But yeah. Is everybody else still prepping because of everything that's going on? Or did we get what we wanted in November and decided we would take a break? I got what I wanted on Election Day, and I thought I'd take a break, but it's not so much our country, it's just the whole world is just like going crazy, like you just don't know what's going to happen next. So I am going to continue to prep, but not the way I used to. Just going to scale back a little bit. Iced coffee. Yeah, I haven't even had my second cup of hot coffee yet. So Katie is doing, well, she's wrapping up her famous 30 in 30 days. So if you're not connected to Katie at Simply Katie Walks, go on over there and let her know that Mimi sent you. She has a wonderful channel. She loves to walk, and she loves to inspire people and motivate people. And she's a real sweetheart. Love my Katie. She even has a cute name, Katie. Isn't that cute? Katie. I like that. But she's a sweetheart, very down to earth, and she says she mainly is a walking channel, but I'll tell you, some of her cooking videos, she doesn't do them often, but when she does them, oh yeah. So if you have time, go through her playlist and or go through her channel and check out some of her cooking videos. She made one. It was a pumpkin dump cake. She made it in like September, October, and that thing just flew. I mean, oh my goodness. Hang on. All right, Tia. Okay. So I'm just having a lazy in-the-house prep day today. And now that my allergies are under control, I'll probably go for a walk. And if I do, I will take you along. You know why? Because what good is walking if we're only going to do it for the challenge? Let's do it all the time. At least a couple of times a week. You know, you just walk at the pace you can, at the distance that you can. And, yeah, get your legs moving, get your heart pumping. You know, you could say, oh, I'm busy. I keep busy. I do things around the house. It's not the same as exercising. If your heart rate isn't up, you're not doing enough. I'm sorry. It's not the same. I get people that tell me that. Oh, I do things around the house. At least I admit it, you know. I need to exercise. Because it is not the same. And you got to eat normal food at normal times. And the less you eat, the less weight you're going to lose. Honestly. You're just not going to lose weight because your body's going to shut down to preserve the fat that it has so you can live. So you guys remember that. That came from Mimi. Hey, Tuck, how are you? Hey, Honcho, how are you? Welcome in. I'm so glad you guys joined me today. Just doing a little kitchen prep. Yeah, I find that if I take care of the produce right away, I use it better. It doesn't go bad. And I have some great hummus too. I'd like to have some carrots with hummus at lunchtime. Maybe with the yogurt or something. Well, it is lunchtime, but meal number 2 because I get hungry at the weirdest times. Very, very strange. So is anybody else prepping? And if you are, what is it that you're prepping today or this week? Do you prep a garden? Do you put back water? Do you take care of protection? Like, what is it that you do? I would love to know. Sometimes I think I'm in this all by myself, but okay, I'm going to just wash off my carrots. That's pretty good for 2 pounds. I don't know who else does this. My mom used to do this years ago, and I kind of got away from it, but I like it, so I started doing it again. Is I take a bowl, any bowl, and I line it with a cheap plastic bag, and usually if I'm at the counter doing stuff, and I just throw the food scraps in here and throw it out, so I don't stink up my garbage. But yeah, I'm lazy today. I'm going to take another break. I have clothes in the washing machine that I need to hang out. I need to prep my garden, but the weather here in Missouri is not cooperative. Yeah, it's sunny in New England, but it's been very cold. No, I don't compost or anything. I don't live on a big area. I'm not on a farm. I don't want to attract rodents. I know. I mean, if I knew someone who had chickens, I'd give them the scraps for the chickens, but not me. I know. It does seem like such a waste, but I just don't want to do it. Look at this here. I got like one part of my hair that just won't. It just don't want to stay down. Look, it's like right here. I got this one curl. How did that happen? Okay, so I need to call my hairdresser. I guess I need a haircut, right? Yeah, I know. Hey, you just do what you can, and if it means just ordering a few extra canned goods when you do your grocery order or your grocery shopping, so be it. It's a little bit more than you would have had if you didn't. So I'm going to add this to my scrap bag. If I can find it in here. Okay, so this is what I do. When the bag is full, I dump everything in a crock pot with some filtered water, and I make vegetable broth, and I can it. So I never, ever have to buy broth. If you don't can, you could always make a little bit of broth and just put it in a container in your freezer. Same thing, So yeah, it's getting there. By the time I'm done with the celery and whatever else I'm doing, yeah, this is going to be really good. Gonna have a nice big bag. So while I'm trying to get up the courage to do the celery, I'm gonna pour myself another cup of coffee. I can't believe we're still drinking hot coffee here, but it's freezing in New England. Yeah, I'm doing well. I hope everyone else is as well. I hope you guys are all doing great. So I'm heating my coffee up on the stove because that's where I brewed it. And, yep, gonna have my second cup of coffee. That'll give me my second wind. Hey, Misty, how are you, hon? Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it. You missed it. I just did a bunch of carrots. I'm trying to get the courage up to do the celery. I just hate doing the celery. You have no idea. Okay, how is everything? If you want to share. If not, it's okay. I'm glad they called you back, too, so you didn't have to wait. Oh, they called you to tell you no results. Oh, my dear God, I can't. Yeah, what kind of muffins? Misty has a good recipe for muffins from scratch. I have to make some. You know what I would like? Just a muffin with some cinnamon in it, you know? Then you can put whatever you want on it. Yeah, Misty, I think I'm gonna use your muffin recipe. I want to get some things done, because I know in another week or so we're gonna end up with some real nice weather probably, and I'm not gonna want to do all this. And I am taking part also, not only Katie's walking challenge, but I'm taking part in Misty's cleaning out your freezer, fridge, and pantry for the spring. So we're cleaning up all the stuff to make winter meals, and we're getting it all done this month. Oh, blueberry. Ooh. That sounds nice. So that's why, like, I'm making the meatloaf. I mean, I may make it over the summer because I do it in the crock pot anyway, but it would have to be a very cool day if I'm really craving it because I don't like a lot of hot meal stuff in the summer, like heavy stuff. And to me, that's a heavy meal. But I guess if you have meatloaf with a salad or something, it's not so heavy. But if you're going to have your mashed potatoes with it and your gravy and, so maybe I could tweak it up for the summer. And I'm going to have a busy July. So I think I'm going to make, when I get my deep freezer defrosted, I'm going to make some delicious freezer meals for my summer. That's going to be very busy. Yeah, I had to get, Misty, I didn't want to, but I had to get produce. I had 2 onions in the house. I wanted grapes, but I can't justify $3 a pound for grapes or $4 a pound. I'm not paying all that money. So I bought a pineapple, which I haven't had in a long time. So I got carrots, celery, potatoes, onions, because I had none of it. I got a cucumber, some lettuce, tomatoes, some cheddar cheese to make some mac and cheese, and some crackers, I think. I think that's all I really got, because I didn't have anything of any of those. So I was like, what am I going to eat? Looked at the price of eggs and kept going. Yeah. Aldi's was completely out. Every place else I checked, they're still at $8 a dozen. Milkman is selling them $9.99 a dozen, so I have a dozen. If I need some, I'm going to take a walk up the street to the Habibi store. He's got real good fresh eggs there that he gets daily, and they're local. So I'll just go get a couple of dozen of that. So I'm pouring my coffee. Hang on, guys. Okay. So this is cup number 2. Yeah, I do too. I hate it too. But I know I'm doing the challenge, and I'm not trying not to be hypocritical. I only got what I really needed, plus a bag of M&Ms. A bag of M&Ms. You didn't hear that, did you? Misty, you know me. Ooh, this coffee's hot. Oh, for a few minutes? Oh, yeah, that coffee's good. Okay, it's time to get my carrots into their safe place. Guys, if you're not washing out your reusable bags, you're missing out. I'm just straining the water. I lay them on a clean towel. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. Lay them on a very clean towel. Let them get really dry. I'm going to show you guys some tricks, so. Roll them over so that the other side gets dry. You know how to do this, right? And then I use Bounty paper towel, but not Bounty. I use the Aldi brand. And it says comparable to Bounty. It's really, really good. They even got the selector size. So I'm paying like half the price for paper towel. I don't use it that often. I do use it like if I'm cleaning the bathroom sink, even if I'm washing the bathroom floor, wiping down anything in the bathroom, I will use paper towel. And I use it for stuff like this. So now I'm going to put, when the carrots are a little more dry, I'm going to put them in this bag, and the paper towel is going to absorb all the moisture and keep the carrots fresh for a lot longer. You can tell I really don't want to do that celery. Okay, Sponge, you enjoy your muffin. And thanks for coming on. You can come on back, or you can eat your muffin with us. We don't mind. Okay, so now I got to work on the celery, which I really don't want to do. But drying this off real well. Some of these carrots might have to be cut in half to fit into the bag. So I don't mind doing that at all. And they stay so much fresher this way. They're clean. You're more apt to use them you know? Yeah, like this one's got to be cut. Sometimes I will put a paper towel on top, but I very really have to. It doesn't happen that often. Do you guys ever have a day in the kitchen where you just do, my mother used to call it picky stuff. I gotta do picky stuff. Okay, guys, this is 2 pounds of carrots, nice and clean and dry. And they are ready to go into the refrigerator. I like to get all the air out. All of it. Every last squeeze. Nice, thank you, Northern. Thank you so much. Okay, so now when I want hummus, my carrots are ready. So I'm going to put these babies away. Okay, so project number 2. I have my spring mix lettuce because I've eaten all the lettuce that I grew, and I don't even think I can eat too much romaine anymore. So I am going to put the lettuce in a bag with some paper towel. And this is what I don't do with the lettuce. Leafy greens, I do not wash until I'm ready to use them, because they just get soggy. They don't last as long. So again, I got my paper towel, and this will absorb any moisture. And I'm going to keep this container because this is a good little greenhouse to grow something in. Or if I put things in little tiny pots, and they need like a little incubator, I can put them in here. Let's see. Can I get this open, Mimi? Come on, memes. Let's see. Help. Okay. All right. So it's nice and fresh. I'm going to go wash my hands again. You notice I am doing everything I can possibly do not to prep that celery. Celery was supposed to be next. Instead, it's the lettuce. I'm bad, huh? Okay, so this is a spring mix, and then I have another bag. I think they gave it to me by accident, and I really don't mind. Because it's lettuce. It's Butter Crunch lettuce. So I think we're going to have a salad tonight. And I'll use up the Butter Crunch, and then this will last quite a while. This is actually going to be, I like to make a big bowl of salad with chicken and different proteins in it. And so that can be another dinner. But yeah, this is a lot. So I might give some of this away. I'm not sure. It just seems like it's so much. So see, it's getting there. It's getting there. I don't even know how much this was. It says 1 pound. A pound of lettuce. It's not even, but it's the spring mix, and it's really nice. And you guys know me. When I have salad, I love to put my cranberries in it and my dried dates, and I think I'll make some croutons too. Wouldn't that be special? Yeah, so maybe tomorrow night we'll have a loaded salad for dinner. But tonight it's meatloaf. Definitely. Again, gotta get all the air out of it. And do it like this so you see. Just do it very carefully. I don't like the other zip bags because that little thing breaks off. So this is why I use this kind. The kind that you close as you go along. What do they call these? I don't know. I don't like the other zip top. There's zip top and zip lock. So I like these. You like greens in your smoothie? You know, I've never had a smoothie. I tried one once and I didn't like it. This is hard. Because yeah, see, I want to get all that air out. No, please don't tell me to get a vacuum sealer. I don't need any more gadgets. I really don't. I don't need the gadgets, and I need the space more. Oh. There it goes. So, lettuce is going to go in the fridge. Now I'm going to do my cuke. This is a huge cucumber. I'll probably be making some jajji with it. So that'll be good. I have 2 jars of pickles, otherwise I'd make pickles with it, but I just can't wait to get my own cucumbers. It's like you go out in the morning, you get them, and you eat it right off the vine. Oh my God. It's like, yeah, I think I'll have a cucumber for lunch, and you just go get it. Those are the days I'm waiting for. Now, cucumbers are kind of watery, so when I cut them, I like to layer them in a towel, a clean towel, and let it absorb all the moisture. And then I put it, when it's really dry, the way I like it, then I'll put it in a container, probably with paper towel in between it, or I will do a mason jar. So that's what I do. Do you guys ever do this with all your produce? Like, just get it all ready? Or am I the only one? Okay, just gonna put that there for now. Yeah, cucumbers do hold the water, especially when you buy them. So I try to be really careful. I'm loving this little bowl here with my food scraps. I really like it. Very convenient. All right, so what I don't want is you guys ragging on me on how much paper towel I use. But I do reuse it for different items, different things, so it's multi-purposed. So don't rag on me. But right now I'm just letting this stay on paper towel to absorb any moisture. And then when it's completely dry, I'll place it. I think I'm going to put this in a mason jar. I'm just trying to get away from using plastic. I hate it. It's so much easier to use glass containers. So I have to get some more glass containers. Yeah. It's nice to prep it like this and get things ready, you know? So honestly, I will rinse out these paper towels later on and use it for something else after they dry. I'm not afraid. I mean, there's nothing really nasty going on here, so. I just find that when you prep the things like this, you're more apt to use it. And it's so nice to have all this stuff in your refrigerator, too. Very handy. I could just take what I want and along with the lettuce and throw it in a salad or eat them plain, you know? Sorry for the knife banging the dish over here. I really don't want to do that celery. I guess I will. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. I'm not in the mood to deal with it. Cleaning it and the leaves and the strings and not today. Not today, celery, not today. Okay. So I'm just going to do these like single layer. One of these days, I am going to try to dehydrate cucumbers because I want to make a cucumber dip. I think that'd be really good with sour cream, some onion powder, salt and pepper, and dill. What do you guys think? Cucumber dip? I have never heard of anyone who ever made it. So I'm going to try it. This is going to have to sit here a while. And I'm going to take some more coffee. I'm going to empty this into the big trash because it's getting full. That bag in the bowl, what it does to me, it basically stops me from constantly going back and forth to the trash, you know? So I'm going to put this over here out of my way. And I'm going to sit and chat with you guys. Who's in the house? Give me a hello if you are still here. I'm going to go in a little bit because I do have to hang some laundry because it's a nice sunny day and why not, right? Tuck is here. Nice to see you. Nice to know you're still here. Misty, are you there? Katie, are you there? Northern, are you there? Yeah, it is nice and sunny. Very blue skies today. Yay! But it's cold. I might just line dry my clothes indoors today. Because it's so cold. Even though I hang them from the window, it's cold. So tonight, I think we're going to have a little bit of chicken soup, homemade. I got some stock that wouldn't all fit in the canner when I was canning yesterday. So I got a jar of some chicken stock. I'm just going to add maybe some diced celery and maybe a little diced carrot to it, and just have like a little bowl of bone broth chicken soup. And then we'll have meatloaf that I'm going to be doing in the crock pot. And I don't know what else. I don't feel like making mashed potatoes, but I guess I will. So that reminds me, I can get my potatoes cleaned. Be right back. I got a lot more going on today than I thought. I gotta get my tomatoes ready. Yikes! It doesn't end. It does not end. I have a special knife I use for tomatoes. So that'll be special. Tomatoes are just so dosh gone watery. This is the thing, when you buy things that aren't like really homegrown. So I got a clean cloth on a dish. And I got my tomatoes. Let's see what I'm going to do. I'm going to just use like a corner of the cutting board. Now the top of the tomato is going to be thrown in for broth. So that is going to go in that bowl. My father bought this knife. He called it his tomato knife. God forbid he used it for anything other than tomatoes. But it really does work nice, so. Yeah, this tomato is very watery, so. That's the key, is if you get the water out from your vegetables before you put them in the refrigerator, they do last a lot longer. So, like, I know I'm using a cloth napkin, but I would go through probably a whole roll of paper towel if I did this with a paper towel. So I have a clean cloth. Actually, it's a cloth napkin that I don't use as napkins anymore. Some of them I'm just getting sick of, so I'm making myself all new napkins. I'm going to do it single layer. And then I'll flop over one end, and then flop it. So I'll end up doing 2 tomatoes, probably 3 layers of cloth over it. These are beefsteak tomatoes. Be good on a grilled cheese. You guys, if you're still here, say something so Mimi isn't talking to herself. Okay, so I'm going to fold this over here like that. And do another layer. When these are completely dry, these will also go into a mason jar. Then the way I'm cutting them, like I cut the tomato down the middle and then crosswise. So they're like quarter slices. And then you could do whatever you want with them. Throw them in a salad. You could chop them finer to add to an omelet or something, Just... This thing is going to be so soaking wet in a little while. But I'm going to have tomatoes that last a couple weeks. Absolutely. Just a little bit of effort and you can help prolong the life of your produce. Just going to take a little effort, that's all. I know what people say, I don't have time. But you're on YouTube. You're scrolling through your phone. You got time. Make the time. Make the time. This is food. We're so blessed to have it. Whether we grow it, it comes from a store or wherever, we are blessed. So take advantage of it. Okay, so I got little tomato seeds on my kitchen table. Hang on. Good thing it's laundry day. I'll be doing more laundry today. Okay, so I'm going to put a paper towel, I think. You know what? No, it's going to absorb too much. I have another clean cloth that I'm going to put on top of the tomatoes and just let them sit on the counter and absorb all that moisture. So these are red potatoes. I'll be honest with you. I bought them to plant. They're non-GMO. They're organic. So they're going to grow real well. I'll use some for tonight for mashed potatoes because you have to have mashed potatoes when you have a meatloaf, right? The rest I'm going to leave out. I'm going to let them grow their little eyes and stuff on them. And then I'm going to plant them. I used to get the potato seeds. I don't know if it was the company I was getting them from. I used to get them from various places, but always through Amazon. And by the time I got them, they were like rotted. I mean, they were rotted. So I have better luck doing my own potatoes. That's just the way it is. So I want to plant these now when I should have them by September. Potatoes are slow. They're slow too. They take anywhere from 3 months to a year, like 3 to 6 months. But the red potatoes don't get very large anyway, so they're not a huge potato. So it might take a little bit less time. Did anybody ever grow their own potatoes? You cannot beat the taste of a homegrown potato. You cannot compare it to anything in a store. It's funny, my cousin was telling me last week or 2 weeks ago, I don't know if she's watching, that there were 13 children in my father's family growing up, and she remembers her mother, who was my father's sister, telling her that my grandmother, during the Depression and during World War II, 13 kids, okay, so it's 15 people. Guess how many pounds of potatoes she went through a day? Because they were plentiful. You ready? 10 pounds a day. Yeah, 10 pounds of potatoes a day. That's 70 pounds of potatoes a week. A week. And then my father gets drafted into the Korean War, and he was stationed in Korea, and he picks cook for his MO, right? He wanted to be a cook. he had to peel potatoes for all those people, for the troops. Like they say, what goes around comes around. And I just remember he always hated peeling potatoes. He was like, Sandy, want to peel the potatoes? I was like, do I have to? He says, you don't know what it's like, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds of potatoes. And he said they had potatoes every night in the Army, too. Every night they had potatoes, mashed potatoes. No matter what you had, it had mashed potatoes with it. Hey, someone else just popped in. Pop in and say hello. Misty, where did you go? Misty might be doing a video. She's got a good video coming up today. You might want to catch that one. So when she uploads it, make sure you head on over. And don't forget to watch Katie's walking video today and her thank you. And she was such a motivator for the whole walking challenge. It was great. Well, guys, I got a lot to do, and I want to get going. I got to make some mashed potatoes and put my cukes in a jar, make the meatloaf, and then I'll probably tackle the celery. I don't want to, but I need to. Well, I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. It was hump day. It's just, just want to hop on and say hello to everyone. I didn't do much this week. I didn't want you to think I forgot about you. A lot of channels I was watching just didn't feel well enough to make a comment. So I'm like with the thumbs up. But I was here and I was watching. I've got to give you guys your hours. All right, everyone. You all have a wonderful day. And don't forget to hit the like button on your way out if you haven't already. And feel free to share my channel out with your friends and family. I like to get some new friends on here. And that's it. I'm going to continue working in the kitchen, and maybe I'll be back with another video. You guys have a great day. God bless you. I love you, and I'll catch you on my next one.